My name is Beth Hiley.
Eric Martin.
And we're going to do Hall 7.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Yes. We're calling this the Hall of Hidden Treasures. It's a new hall for us.
Yes, open new for 2015. Hall 4 did not work out so well last year in 2014. It was kind of empty, no one visited. This year we got 100 exhibitors in Hall 7, and we should walk around and see some of them.
So,
some of them are maybe not so exciting because we have at the left here some digital displays where nothing is active right now. But there's lots of apps, lots of integration going on with all the games and people trying to show them off. To our other side here behind the cameraman as he's walking, we have the Spiel des Jahres area. Each year the winning game and also the Kinderspiel des Jahres gets a special area where they get to highlight the games and introduce them to a lot of new people. In the corner, we got the Catan big game, and through that closed gray door was where the Catan giant game took place, where Mayfair was trying to get more than 1,000 people to play a giant simultaneous game of Catan.
yeah, and one of the things that we've been really excited about here in Hall 7, the new Hall 7, is that there's been lots of really unknown small publishers, and then this hall ended up being very,
For example.
yeah. This hall ended up being very well populated, so we've gotten tons of foot traffic, and it's been really great because we've been able to easily visit a lot of smaller publishers we never would have seen or heard of otherwise.
Yes, and a lot of smaller publishers visited us, sometimes repeatedly.
So as we're walking through, you can see that this is probably one of the smallest booth sizes that you can buy at SM, which would be about 5 by 10, I believe. And so that makes it affordable for someone who's publishing their first game.
Now, of course, as we look here at the chess station, you wouldn't normally think of chess being something you're highlighting at Spiel, but this is a family event. And these tables are full constantly during the fair with families with children learning the game, and mostly children. That's it, along with their parents.
And as we've seen with a lot of the other halls, we're interspersed with a lot of food storage and board game furniture sales.
That's right. No one's bringing those home to the U.S.
Wouldn't that be nice if we could, though? Way in the back here, Hall 7, which we're just about to loop the corner, there's also kind of a large play area. It's sort of one of the more relaxed areas of the entire show, where a lot of people end up hanging out back here.
No, this is not a play area. Did you know? This is actually the author hall. So this is a place where you have designers come, usually with unsigned games or unpublished games that they want to demonstrate, and they have a lot of people show up at once. And right now, of course, all these tables are empty because people take their games home at night. They're not just going to leave them on the table. Okay.
Well, and as always, we're doing all these walkthroughs before the hall opens because there's no way we could ever traverse this and walk and not die at the same time.
A few other people in here, and enforcers just to push people out of the path.
And let's face it, we're not that important.
Someday we'll get enforcers. All right, we have a few others. A lot of the publishers back here, well, not a lot. Some are crowdfunded publishers, people who are going on to crowdfunding sites like the Seventh Continent we saw before. There's a game that was going on for Kami, which is a Spanish crowdfunding site. And, oh, you missed the giant wall of Furbies, John. I don't know if that was important or not. All right, we'll just walk through here. So, got special games that often I did not know about ahead of time. I'm not sure what Warion is, but has an interesting booth. Kickstarter has its own booth over here where they're highlighting, of course, their services along with a few games that are coming on Kickstarter. We have new Japanese publishers, not new Japanese publishers, but they're here for the first time at Spiel, with the designers often showing up themselves. Especially should highlight all the toppings available for the ice cream you get here. John, where is it? John? Look at all this. You just get your soft serve ice cream and they just roll in all the toppings here. Everything's available.
Which is pretty nice considering we are in Hall 7 and pretty dang close to our booth. So we're going to walk up now straight up the dead middle of Hall 7 and Oink Games, which we've had a lot of fun collaborating with them. As we come over here into the middle, a lot of people might recognize a lot of very classic editions of some games, but most of these are European games.
Yes. There's a historical site that has a booth each year where they're highlighting some of the games of the past, right? Show off families things they might not have known before. I don't know more about this. I wish I did. But instead, it's always interesting to walk through here.
They're highlighting the unification of Eastern and Western Germany and showing some of the games that came from either side of the Iron Wall or the Iron Curtain or whatever it was called.
All right. Hey, our cameraman knows something. All right, to the right.
Now, we are, to put a little timestamp on this, we are on Sunday, so you might see a couple empty booths because there are a couple people who actually decide to pack up and presenters don't bother actually to continue out all the way through Sunday, even though we get tons of foot traffic on Sunday.
Nice. Ooh, shiny, shiny, shiny. Yes. I don't know if this is new. I don't recall seeing furniture dealers at Spiel in the past.
I am happy to see furniture dealers, though. I think that's a nice addition to the business without necessarily being specific to games.
And to the right. John. Someone doing a little dance there. Trying to get out of the way.
Now, you're going to see a lot of kids areas like this, which kids can have a lot of free space. We see the huge versions of this in the Galleria, but there's certainly a lot smaller ones where kids can just go and explore and hopefully fall in love with these toys and then, of course, buy them.
That's right. We walked past a little Korean section here with Danko Games and Orem and Board M Factory. We got a Taiwanese group. It's a huge exhibit for them this year. Last year they were paired with Swan Panacea, and now much bigger space available to them. What else? Last little bit. You got a lot of business booths in here, like in the corner. You have lots of extra storage space for games that are not sold yet, or just to meet people. All right.
And finally, we're looping around back to the front, although we will end in someplace a little familiar.
Anything else to say?
Well, so far as we wrap up, as we head to possibly the best booth of all of Essen 2015, we've been thrilled to be members of Hall 7, and we're really happy with the new layout, and we hope you've got a little sample of what we get to sit right in the middle of.
Good day, y'all.